everyone, welcome back to my channel, Annual Leaf. Today I would like to show you how I repot my Begonia Goegoensis and how I look after it. I wouldn't repot begonias too often. That's because their roots are very fragile and they don't like to be touched. But my Begonia Goegoensis recently have a lot of new babies come out, so I wonder if it's ready for repotting. Let's have a look. The Begonia Goegoensis have really fragile roots, so when we remove the plant out of pot, you need to be very gentle. Just gently squeeze the pot. The soil can loosen up. You can tell the pot is actually really tight. Here we go. So we can see the pot is actually covered in roots. That means it's actually ready for repotting. The next question is, what size pot did I use? Here is my new pot. You can see the difference between the original pot and the new pot. Bigger pots means bigger space for plants to grow, but please keep in mind that it's better to gradually increase the size of the pot as the begonia grows, rather than plunking in a huge container. Now, let's move the Begonia Goegoensis into the new pot. I have already made some potting mix here. The potting mix includes 50% of peat moss, 30% of premium indoor potting mix, 20% of perlite. Again, their roots don't like to be disturbed, so I will just move it into the new pot as is and just fill up the side with a little bit of new potting mix. At the end, I will just put a little bit of damp sphagnum moss on the top of the soil. This is optional. It will just create a little bit more humidity for the plants. And now the repotting is done. Now I will talk about how I look after my Begonia Goegoensis. Begonia Goegoensis is a rhizomatous begonia. Most of the begonias usually require around 50% of humidity. But rhizomatous begonias with distinctive foliage requires high humidity, and Goegoensis is one of them. So I keep my Begonia Goegoensis in my little greenhouse. This is my humidity reader. The humidity level is around 80% in the greenhouse, and the temperature is around 23 Celsius. Sometimes the humidity could reach 90% plus. So occasionally I will actually open the greenhouse, or I will turn on the little fan to help with the ventilation. Again, ventilation is very important for terrarium begonias, or begonias may have mildew or other fungus problems. The next important topic is watering. Because I keep my begonias in the greenhouse, I don't need to water too often. Here's my water bottle. You don't want to wet the leaves. Once the water stays on the leaves for too long, your leaves will become translucent and it will die. This is how much I water my Begonia Goegoensis, about once a week. Because begonias are generally prone to mildew, I personally use rose shell as a preventative, but this is purely personal preference. But I would not suggest to use eco neem oil, as eco neem oil is really strong and it can burn your leaves. The last thing I want to show you is plant food. I use liquid plant food, only half of the strength. I don't spray on top of the leaves. I only spray the plant food onto the soil, not the stem, not the leaves. This is how I repot and look after my Begonia Goegoensis. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.